Password. I have a feeling it's not what I would have used. But
No, it's not.
Dave beat me in easily.
Let's see what happens this time.
Well, hopefully smooth sailing. It was last week, or in the last game. Maybe you're going to become the default hoster, Andy. Tables have turned.
It did take a long time in the loading. I'm at 50%. Now this has gone through a lot faster.
This has gone way quicker than last time.
Yeah, so did mine. Interesting.
Oh, and tailwind, just to mix it up.
Cut the corner.
That was very smooth, that, for me.
Beautiful. Smooth here. Smooth for you, Dave?
Crazy jerky, but that's alright.
Really?
No. Not at all. No, that was good.
Yep,
Well,
we're all good then.
You'll be able to see as soon as you hit your tee shots, because it...
Oh, I'm so worried about this one.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel for part 4 of our longitude.
Calm down, YouTube.
No, there was nothing to worry about there, Dave.
Oop.
Was that all smooth for you?
Yep.
Well, there's absolutely no harm done. We're all on the fairway again.
Yep. It's pretty much exactly. No harm, no foul, as you say.
Oh, my word.
Wow.
An acceptable start. A confidence builder.
Right. Copy that.
Oh, nice bounce.
Well, you didn't have to have so much bitterness in your voice.
Well, I don't think you were expecting that bounce.
You don't think I planned that?
No?
Correct. I'll take the early disgrace bounce any day.
Yes. And he's hoping for the bounce the other way. Oh, jeez. Oh. That ball did some weird stuff on the green.
Yeah, it did. I hooked it. Which didn't help. This goes two ways. Oh. Oh, it did go.
Wow.
Killed.
It was it was tracking nicely.
Not a bad effort.
Yeah.
Now, I believe this course has got a little bit of altitude, hasn't it?
I'm not sure off the top of my head. I want to watch Dave's putt, then I'll check. What can I learn from this? Looks like it's going to go left to right. Alright. I'm going to assume I've got the same bank Dave had. I did not.
Did after the hole.
Yeah. F4 indicated it was going to break, but it just didn't.
All right.
It's about as drama-free as it's going to get today.
It's as tight as your deck. Oh, it's too tight.
Ooh, deep rough too. Don't fancy that. Yeah, I like that one.
Oh, mine just froze with the ball in the air, but I'm taking it, kept going.
Yep.
Yep.
Well, that's disconcerting that it did that, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah, well, as long as it doesn't do it when the ball hits the greens, I don't care.
Uh-oh, I've done an Andy. Might get away with it.
Yeah, you don't have the brute strength.
No, I don't. Well, yeah. True. Ooh. Better catch that bunker. Yeah.
Not a bad shot though.
No, it's a good shot there. 234. This is pretty much a full 3-wood. Oh. Oh no. That's in trouble. Be lucky.
The heavy stuff's going to grab it. Oh no!
I might get a free drop. I do, as it lies.
It's not a disgrace.
It was a disgraceful shot, but it wasn't a disgrace.
Good thing about the rough is it generally tends to keep the shot straighter.
Yeah, it does. Unless you're trying to do a super hook when you in which case you can't.
Right, let's have a look at this. 20.
676 feet, Andy, FYI.
Good man. Thank you.
So that's a few percent.
Nicely worked out.
Stop.
Wow. That's pretty brutal for such a nice shot. It's got me nervous about this one. This is going to have to be an absolutely perfect flop or it's not going to get up there.
Oh, pretty good.
It's no tap in from there.
Four, nine.
Getting close. Shot.
Tap. Putt.
Nice.
Thank you.
Oof.
Oh. Oh, Jesus. I almost hit that 20-foot past.
Given the different places we hit the balls there, it's remarkable we all got a birdie.
Oh, that's not good. Get in the bunker. That's probably not too bad there.
Hopefully no overhang.
Have you got company, Dave?
I have. I've got my brother and missing Phil. They're both in my lounge room discussing various matters.
Oh, right. What they're not discussing is the state and progress of this game at the moment.
And they are not. Bigger fish to fry, Andy.
Right. I was going to say, it takes an awful lot to get 2 into the closet, let alone 3.
Jesus Christ. Yeah. I don't think I'm going to go for that record. Doesn't sound like a good idea.
That was a good shot of yours, Dave.
I was very pleased.
Right. Well, that's a new shot. It's a little fade. It was a very little fade, wasn't it?
It's worked. It's worked. No, it's worked beautifully.
Yeah. 12 feet away? I wish I was 12 feet away.
So I guess, given your high standards that you set yourself, Dave, you might be disappointed by that one.
No, not like that. I just didn't think it was. Didn't realise it was going to roll down to the hole that way.
Not a clue. Um, not brilliant.
Get your work cut out for you there, I think.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Wow, that almost went dead straight.
Right, well, I'd ideally like to get this in. Oh.
Oh,
Wow. It was tracking.
yep.
Yeah, it was a smelly tee shot of mine.
Did put you on the back foot.
Mm. 345 yards. Is it possible to drive it into the greenside bunker, Dave? Don't think so.
The trouble is, if it doesn't get in that greenside bunker, you can get some nasty lies.
No.
It's in the bunker. Oh no, see. Oh yes, bunker. That's maybe.
It's
Oh,
actually not a bad angle in.
I was going to say, I think the bunker is the preferred lie.
I don't see much wrong with that. I think I've joined you, Dave.
You're going to miss the bunker, but you're going to run a fairway, I think.
Yeah, rough. Deep rough. 81 yards. Tricky driving hole.
For some. And you'll show us the way it's done.
He's gone for it. He's taken the tiger line. Not scared of little rough.
Nowhere near. Absolutely nowhere near. I thought it would go a bit further than that. I had was trying to get as far as that little tongue sticking out from the green, but I was woefully short. Anyway, I'll be back in a minute.
Bite. Oh yeah. Good enough.
Oh, good work. I'm not going to get bite from the deep rough. I've got to hit mine shorter than that. Where the hell am I going to land it? Land it at the 67-yard mark. Jesus, if I get this wrong, it's going to go in the bunker. That's the shot I wanted to hit. Oh, not enough. Oh, I didn't need much more.
The idea was almost spot on.
Would have come down that swale for sure. 2 metres.
Alright, this is going to be a real test tonight, though. It's not an easy course.
Right. Oh. Oh, that's interesting. I don't really want to do a full swing. This could be.
That was always the chance, I guess, with not doing a full swing. No, I don't know if he's there or not, Andy, because...
Sorry, boys.
Oh, there he is. He is there.
I'm back now. I took an advantage while Andy was gone. I made some really nice rice, and it was just sitting on the bench. I thought, I can't leave it there for 3 hours. I want to eat it.
Yep.
That's more work than I wanted.
Okay, 42. Putting my game under a bit of pressure here on these. Well, you got a good read of your putt, Dave, anyway.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy about that.
Great putt.
What a good read. Yeah, yours broke hard early and then less towards the end, so I've got to give it less. Just going to go with what my gut says. Yeah, it's straightened.
Good.
Let's see what happens here. Danger of being left behind here. Okay.
Oh, oh.
Oh, cruel.
Okay. We have two co-leaders.
Yep. How far out? 194. Don't want to miss this fairway.
Yep.
25.
Yep.
Super
Have you had
muscles.
Have you had any more holes freeze on you, Dave?
No, just that one.
Yes, there seems to be a pattern developing here, Dave. I don't know whether it's just coincidence. Maybe it just works better when you restart the connection. You might find another experiment would be to when you start it up again on Friday, is to, if we have the same thing, is just for you to restart the round again, and because it's immediately clear to me by seeing what happens with your shots, what's going to happen with my shot.
Yeah. I think that'll work just as well. Whether we swap to you or whether I just restart, either works, I think. But if you starting the game first works first go, well, that's probably easier.
Nice shot, by the way, Dave.
Yeah, tough.
Yeah. 11. Oh, it's slightly against. Slightly. Ah, but I've got a little bit of altitude. That's not the shot I wanted. Nah, that's quite short. I'm struggling here, boys. Struggling, I am. Don't want to do that. Well, I've got it inside 10 feet.
Yep.
It's the first time I have.
Oh, is that you going to give me a read again, Dave?
Yeah, mate. Don't know why.
Well, you feel free to putt off the green if you don't want to help.
putt.
Wow, that went dead straight from the time it passed my ball. I don't think I have to do anything to this. I'm not even going to touch it. I'm just going to hit it. 11 feet, 5 uphill. Just don't overhit it.
Well done.
So glad I could be of assistance. That's 2
You
putts.
found it, Dave.
Yes. That's 2 putts now that I've basically given you great amount of assistance.
Yeah, absolutely. The first one I would have missed if I hadn't seen it. That one, I don't know. Oh, Andy, that was a pretty big sink in the end.
Yeah.
Well done.
And I do have a disgrace to recount from yesterday, Andy. So I'm playing Dave on one of the Round the World games at Rio. Was it Rio or Cape Town?
No, it was Rio yesterday.
Yeah, so
Oh, was it?
I've hit in,
It was Rio today.
yeah, Rio was today, so it was Cape Town yesterday. And I've hit into a bunker and it's plugged, fair enough. And I look at the angle and the slope and everything, I go, I can't get out, I'll just go out sideways. So I try to hit it out sideways, it doesn't make it out, it just plops into the sand again
And
and
plugs.
plugs again.
Right.
And then I've hit a beautiful shot and the plug came out of the bunker and it was only about 6 inches out, but then it backspins back into the bunker. The first ever plug with backspin. So 3 in the bunker, 2 plugs and a backspin off a plug. It was just outrageous. And a 7.
Oh no.
Yeah. It wasn't a... It would have been monetized at that point.
That was. They have some of the greens which are slightly like saucer shapes with runoffs all around.
Yeah. Yeah. Very difficult to score well on. And the same thing happened at Rio. Oh, you off, brother? All right. You got your paper? Yeah, no worries. I'm glad you enjoyed it. You got your paper? Phil's paper?
I picked it up for him.
All right, good stuff, brother.
Good evening.
Howdy.
There's a.
We're
Is
in
it-
the den.
Oh no!
It could be any worse than 10.
That's an interesting line.
Oh, it's a terrible line. Stop!
He's gone for a
What
paddle.
did stop?
Oh.
That is a disgrace, Dave.
Well, after talking about disgraces with Mackie, that is a genuine disgrace. Wow, I've never been down there before on this hole.
Wow.
Yeah, this is one brutal course which you haven't seen before.
Hole 6.
Yeah, Valhalla. It's
The Vikings would love this
yeah.
one.
They play the US Open here quite often.
Right.
Brutally long and difficult, and really deep, nasty rough.
Right. Wow. That was.
Oh, go for it. Yep. Right.
He's breaking into the safe.
Everything in there is yours.
Oh, right.
Don't ignore that. It wasn't a panic.
Go on, just straight ahead from where you were.
He's
Dave.
trying to do a Mo Norman across the bridge.
That's right. All right, here we go. In honour of Mo.
A bit too much.
Left.
Yeah.
Don't-
Bunker.
Don't plug. Didn't plug.
That would have been funny.
Is that-
if you
Yeah.
plugged it.
Hilarious.
Is that real?
What?
That's real, isn't it?
Yeah.
Where's that?
Brazil. It's a
Oh.
3.5 hour trip into the bush.
Mm.
Yeah. I like watching these train videos.
Mm.
You get to actually see what the country's like.
Yeah,
Better
I
than you
think
would
so.
if you were in the passenger seat of the train.
Oh, I think so. Oh, I love trains. I love trains in Thailand. Fantastic.
Yeah.
This could be on, you know. Oh no, it's. Oh.
It was 20% power loss. It was never going to get there.
I caught the sleeper from Chiang Mai to Bangkok.
Yeah, that's good. The sleeper's great.
Yeah, and the guy goes, so 1 ticket, and I said no, 2. He said 2. I said yeah, 2. because there were only 2 beds in the sleeping compartment, and that way I had it to myself.
Yeah,
It was cheap enough.
Oh, right, you had the whole compartment. Oh, we always get the ones that are, like booth tables that convert lower and upper bunk.
Yep.
They're great.
What was your verdict, Phil, on the rice?
Oh,
tonight?
it was bloody fantastic. Yeah, I'm actually going to go back for seconds now that you've reminded me. It's
Well,
really
be-
nice.
Be
Really
quick.
nice.
Dave's already tucked in again.
Has he?
It's
Yeah.
all switch.
Oh, okay. Oh, it's
Right.
cooling down at a rate of knots then.
Well, especially with the rice, I didn't want to leave it on the bench for 3 hours while I played golf.
Yeah.
Shot. It's problematic because the 48 isn't enough. The 84 is too much. So you have to aim right and push down fast, and they cancel each other out.
Mm. That's why you got backspin.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Really do
Nice.
with getting one of these in.
So things have taken a turn because last time I saw you play, Paul, Andy.
Don't mention Paul around here.
Oh, it was brilliant.
He's persona non grata.
Yeah, dirty words.
He got the red card 2 weeks ago.
Who got the red card?
Paul McKendry. He's
Really?
not allowed.
Oh,
He's
right.
banned till after Christmas.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
He
From
was
that last performance.
Yeah.
Okay.
he was boring drunk. In fact,
Right.
probably if you hadn't heard the recording, you would get a very good feel of what it was like.
Yeah.
So, but you enjoyed the whole thing by the sound,
Well,
Andy.
as Andy beat me by 18 strokes, I suspect he did.
Right. Okay. Okay. But I was going to say things have taken a turn because I see you're in last spot here. But are
Yep.
they going to turn? This might be the chipping that does it.
Oh.
Ooh, it's a nice one.
Nice shot.
That is a nice one. Mm.
It does look like it goes a bit that way, doesn't it? There, No, you're not allowed to say. You're the,
I'm not allowed to say.
you're not my caddy. You're just the
No.
witness.
I know. I'm the commentator.
Exactly.
And,
yeah, you got to be.
Mr. Mackey's
Objective.
is looking towards the commentary box there for a bit of advice, but of course we stay neutral.
Nicely worked out. I never thought you were going to drop one there.
Well, Phil was watching me blindly waving the pole around, trying to act like I knew what I was doing. But he really didn't.
Woohoo.
Look how lame. Like, those trees aren't going well.
They're not.
No, they
They're
don't look
not.
like they're going
No,
well.
they're not happy. Looks. It actually. Oh, look how low that tree is that it's going under.
Well, we're constantly getting pruned by the train.
Yeah, I guess. They don't want to not run trains for 3 months and then go there.
That line.
I
It's
believe
600 feet.
it's doable. Is for the right person, the right shot.
Absolutely. And that might be okay.
Hoik.
Just turn a bit left. And don't go in the rough.
Oh, it is. Oh.
Is that
Like
fairway or first cut?
Might be first cut.
Fairway.
No, fairway. This is a disgrace.
Ah, really?
But it isn't the right line. The Tiger line is riskier, but we'll shave 30 yards off that for sure.
That was one for a super hook, I think.
Yeah. But the super hook takes distance. So
Okay.
that's a double-edged sword.
Oh, pushed again.
You
Gotta be right there.
taking my strategy.
Might be short of the.
Williams, Dave?
Oh, man.
292.
They've judged it very finely. You're both on the fairway by less than a metre.
It's the middle of the Amazon, Andy.
I don't think I put it out there as well.
think-
You have.
Find them as well.
What is up with this strategy? Everyone thinks I knew
Look
what
at
I was
this.
doing, and I didn't.
Whoa! Oh, you slipped them. That is super. You should get an extra bonus.
He
for
did the
that.
Goldilocks shot. Right. Let's see. Is doable? I don't think so, but maybe with the altitude and the hard fairways and the tailwinds, it could be. Could be super flop range. Put it
What's
that way.
going on over there?
Oh, I like it. Should be up there somewhere. And that's got to be within flop range.
Oh, easily.
Yeah, definitely. Well done. Good shot. That isn't.
So those three bunkers on the right, they're really not in play at all, aren't they?
They would be in play for maybe the members because their tees would be further up.
Okay.
Stuff like that.
It's awful. I haven't got a shot. I was lured into
Oh
that
no,
shot.
I've pulled it.
Oh my god!
Oh no.
Rock shot.
Oh my god!
It's in the water, yeah.
It.
And you're not going to get a very nice drop either.
No, I'm not. Oh no, that's all right. That's fine.
It's quite fortunate, Dave.
You can play a full 77 shot in here.
Oh, that was terrible.
You can still get a par.
Yeah.
Is that on the left there? That's the profile.
Yeah.
It's going uphill a lot then.
Yeah, there's a big hill coming up at some point, a mountain of some sort.
Wow. And then a big decline as well. Look at that.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to watch. When it gets into the hills. That
Whoa!
looks great.
It looks super. Oh,
How did
but
you
it
get
kept-
bite on that?
I don't know. If anyone can get bite out of the rough, it's me.
Look at that rough. It's feeling bad. Nasty rough.
Yeah. Pow.
Happy with that.
That's another one.
Done much more.
Jeez.
30 feet.
Nice some bends, aren't they?
Yeah.
I mean, in the train track.
How'd you go, brother? No worries? Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
All right. Glad to hear it went well, brother.
Yeah, it's
Pound. Roll.
almost in the shadow.
Looks like it's under the hole.
Yeah. It's a narrow section.
Potentially, I'm going to give you another read.
So what do you search for?
Just train cab view. That's
Mm.
there's hundreds of them, and there's more every week. They're fantastic, and they're better quality now. They used to be low quality. Now they're all 4K. If you want them to be.
Yeah.
This is a
Great
nasty.
one that goes through Vietnam.
Mm.
It goes past all these houses, and there's no fences or nothing.
Mm.
I don't know how kids would be allowed to play out front of their house.
Mm. You've seen one going through Bangkok.
Yeah, the market one. That's
Yes.
fantastic.
It's ridiculous.
Tony, could you register first aid? Thank you.
Yep.
Ah, right. Let's bring up those people.
Oh,
Unlucky.
son of a...
he sensed that Dave missed his putt. But I think you gave me a read again, Dave. Because yours went left to right, that means mine is going to go pretty much straight. Because I'm further under the hole.
Yeah.
It's three
Another
times
one.
Dave's give me a read, and I've sunk a putt.
All right. Top draw after this. Top shelf.
It looks like there's a train.
It does. Oh, it's going to turn off, is it?
There
It
is a
is.
train.
Yeah, and it's waiting. Yeah.
Oh, that was almost exciting.
Ah.
Oh no!
Oh my god.
Wow.
It was a pretty nasty shot you had, though.
Mm.
Ooh, turbos.
Ubiquitous container. What a great invention that was. Oh my god.
Oh,
Back where it was, Andy.
Yeah.
It was a world changer, the container.
It was, wasn't it? Yeah.
Oh, well.
Funny. Someone just watched their child playing with building blocks and said, I've got an idea.
Pretty much.
Well, Dave, 6 shots ahead of me.
in just 7 holes. It's hard to believe.
This is almost terminal for me.
It's like an isosceles triangle at the moment, in fact.
So 176. Okay, so it's going to be that. Chopped. A bit left, but
Safe.
it'll be okay.
Ooh. Got a bit of backspin and then not. Or it was just rolling down the hill.
Yeah. So look at this. Those 2 candles are fine. This one is
Yeah.
really struggling.
Ah.
Yeah.
Right. That's just not a good wick.
No. I've used the remote to try and pep it up, and it won't go any higher. So
Well, that's what happens with candles. How realistic is that?
I didn't keep the receipt because I didn't think anything could happen to an LED candle. Oh,
Great
did you
position.
see that?
What?
Cows almost got hit.
Oh, really? Ooh. Yeah.
They're really stupid.
Cows.
Yeah.
Well, that's why the old trains have the cow, like
Cow
shovels.
catcher.
Yeah.
Yeah. The amount of times, I was on a diesel in the country and you'd see cows and you'd toot the horn and they just look at you and then they'd walk onto the tracks and you'd get run over. It was just terrible.
So they'd actually get run over.
Yeah, and you hear them go thump, 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 thump as they hit every axle on the train.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it was terrible.
Did you hear them go?
No, thank God.
Oh my god.
It was a good job, but
Not that part.
other than running over animals and killing them.
How often did that happen?
Most country trips, well, maybe 1 in 3, something like that. There'd be less now.
Upsetting for the farmer because
There's
you know,
more
like
fences
that's
now.
$1,000. Every time that happens.
Guaranteed there's more fences now. Probably happens hardly at all.
Yeah. Ooh.
Oh, I shouldn't have been so aggressive. I've paid a price.
Indeed. Could really do with this going in, Phil.
You could. It's obviously front of mind, so it looks pretty reasonable. Good outcome though.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't Brazil the country that had Montanaro, the crazy president that was like Trump?
Yeah, what's it? Bolsonaro.
Bolsonaro, yeah. And he fled the country as soon as
Did
he
he?
knew he left
Did he?
lost the election because he knew he'd get arrested immediately for
Ah.
all his crimes. So,
Oh!
Yes. Oh,
wow.
how did that miss?
Good effort.
I feel like I could be 2 or 3 shots better than I am right now.
It's not an unreasonable proposition.
You're
Is
right.
that supposed
That's a
to
bit
make
loyally, isn't it?
feel any better?
That's not an unreasonable proposition. That's a free umpire. It's not an unreasonable proposition.
Oh, that was a good effort. I thought you would.
I'm lawyering up.
Oh, I'm going to give Dave another read.
I love the double negative as well. Like, rather than that's a reasonable proposition, that's not an unreasonable proposition.
Yes, I like.
I don't know nothing.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. I mean, Dave would make a brilliant test case for a psychiatrist. Have you got any suggestions as to how we can, test this hypothesis?
Well, it's only 10 minutes ago I had a lawyer and a psychiatrist in the house hand.
Yeah.
They could become more regular visitors. Try and lure me out of the gaming room.
It sounds like an intervention, but it's not.
If Andy saw the candles, he does.
There should be a consensus around this hypothetical table that there should be an intervention.
Oh, no.
Oh, hang on. It could be okay.
It's not. Please be in the bunker. Yep, good.
We might see the Amazon.
It's brilliant, isn't it? It's it's so clear it almost looks cartoon-like.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd be interested to see one on the Bangkok Hat Yai route.
Yeah, nice shot.
A few times. But there's something about looking down the track too, as opposed to just looking out the side windows.
It's like the perfect accompaniment to golf because you don't have to watch it. There's no plot to miss, and you just look over it if you like.
Yeah. I'm going to play it at home.
Oh, that'll look wrapped.
What's it called again? Cab View. Cab View train.
Yeah, you can't miss it.
Train Cab View.
Just general search from YouTube. There you go.
I'd like to do the garden as well. That'd be good.
Oh.
No, this good at the moment.
Yeah, I'll leave this one.
Yeah.
We'll do a different one next week.
Yeah, I'm getting into this. I'm about to get excited.
No.
Bit of a slice. Sand to sand.
Because my timing is all over the shop, Phil. Has been for a couple of weeks.
134 plus 9,
Can't
pretty
be
much.
too bad, you're even.
143 plus the headwind makes it 150.
Yeah, but when you're playing against these boys, you need to be on the top of your game.
Cookie.
It should be okay.
Oh, you're away.
It's getting worse.
Oh, not too bad.
No. Still in the flop range. That's the main thing.
I'm going to put my game head on here.
See, the fan's not so bad once it gets to about 25 in here. It's just nice to have a bit of moving air.
Yeah.
Really
It's nice and quiet.
Well, Justin's discovered the top window. We've got casement windows. I think the lower one's painted shut, but the top one can come down. I've just said to him, make sure you shut it when you go out. He's got, I think he spent about $4,000 or more on his computer, so he'd be quite upset, I'm sure.
Yeah, always got in.
Good shot.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Oh, unlucky.
No.
up there.
Oh, I thought it was going to run
Bad,
off.
but I'd have liked to pick up.
60. Oh, there's a lot of moving parts. This one's another push.
Nice.
Very good.
No. Disaster.
Did that have a whiff of long and right, Dave?
Oh, I don't know. I used the 84 club, so it is possible, but it was overhit regardless.
KMH or MPH? KMH.
KMH.
So it's a pretty slow train.
Yeah.
Oh, that looks good.
Oh,
Come on. It
Wiggle.
teased, didn't it? It really teased.
You missed a couple of games where Andy's was just sinking everything from about 10 foot. It was fantastic.
And unfortunately, I haven't been doing it tonight.
No, now we're getting the slide bys.
just garbage. Come on.
These greens have got us bluffed. We're not attacking. So just too hard.
Well, you're not doing a bad job yourself, Dave.
Well, I've had 3 assists, which has helped a lot. I suspect my putting's as good as it's been weeks and weeks.
It must be time.
Unfortunately, I'm in.
That's start going down.
Oh, maybe that's what it's like down there.
Possibly. That's
Doesn't
there's
trust
some
the
pretty
break.
extreme elevation changes
Yeah.
for a train.
Really?
That's really rare.
Yeah.
I'm really curious to see what happens. And that number is dynamically showing elevation at sea level.
Oh, that's good.
Come on, please. Oh,
Good shot.
So it was at 900 basically when you started to send.
Right, so this is definitely doable based on Andy's shot, assuming we hit the ball nearly as well as him. Shit, I think I've got away with it.
You have, because you've got a bit of a hook on it.
Yeah, it wasn't very good.
Ooh, nice bounce. They're firm fairways.
It's up there somewhere. They are firm fairways. But normal greens.
yeah, she's like hello.
Oh, Bella's there.
Yeah,
Come to support you.
not really. No.
That's not her thing, is it?
No, she's not into sports in the slightest.
Not really into you, is she? Ed?
What? That'll come off the mound, will it? Is that what you're aiming for?
No, I lunged at it. That's all that happened. It was a bad hit, and look, it could have made it, and it will come off that thing and run down to the pin. The shot is there for the taking.
It's not a bad position to be in.
No, there's worse. Anywhere right would be horrible.
Wow. Down 6.
Yeah. He's really taking it easy now.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to run away.
He
from
doesn't
it.
trust those breaks. Ooh, this looks like sand.
He wants the sand.
He wants the sand?
Yeah.
Did I find it?
No.
Yes, just.
Ah, you did. Wow.
Okay, well let's just have a look.
If I sound surprised, it's because I am.
It looks like a nice place.
Looks really good.
But it was all kidnappings and busts.
Still looks very middle class, doesn't it? It could be an Australian town, really, when you look at the houses on the sign.
Not Seymour. Seymour's a shithole.
Oh, this is perfect.
Yeah, this is going to turn around.
Oh, look at this.
Oh, no, it's hung up. That's cruel.
Unlucky, Andy.
Yeah.
It
That
was
was pretty close to
half a metre
perfect.
off.
Yeah, none of us managed to do it, but it would have been great to get it right.
The crowd were on their feet there. I
They-
could sense a willingness.
They were willing us on.
Very good.
Correct strength, but
Certainly
a little bit of distance correction needed.
direction correction.
Correct. Something like that.
Is that-
Stop outlawing me. I object.
You're right. That's bullshit.
That's right.
Oh, look at that.
Wow.
Let's grow grapes on that.
Hey, look, he's under the downslope now.
Oh yeah, God, he's picked up speed, hasn't he?
It's gonna wiggle off.
Oh, that's so unlucky.
Well, it could have been
wasn't it?
worse.
Yeah.
It's at the top of the swale. Stopped.
40. He's just put on his brown corduroy pants, I think.
No, he jumped out of the cabin about 20 minutes ago.
No, you fuckwit. It didn't go anywhere.
I'll tell you one thing, you won't be getting 40k when he gets that uphill bit, Phil. It'd be more like 5,
What
10.
he's going to get up to.
Maybe that's why he's getting a speed run up.
Yeah, but like the run up will be gone in the first 300 metres or something, won't it? Or half a mile.
And narrow gauge track like that would have a speed limit as well.
Oh, yes!
Oh,
Oh, needed that.
That was easy up and down from the bunker.
yeah, spectacular there.
I think there was more luck than anything else with that one. But after the harsh treatment with my bunker shot,
Yay.
hold on.
Got
Mm. Gotta be straightish. Maybe a little bit left.
Oh!
Okay, so even from here you could see the left to right.
Yeah, I didn't think it was dead straight.
No.
Well, I went a little bit left, but not enough.
Well, it's not all over.
Not quite.
On this course, it's not all over until someone's leading by 5 with 1 hole to go. It's the only way it's over. This course can
Team Andrew's on your side. Go 30.
Alright, volume correction about to be made.
Whew, that's an interesting one.
Oh.
Unlucky.
It's getting at a pretty constant 40. going down. This could be interesting. Ooh.
I'm alright with that.
Well, there is a Goldilocks shot here, Dave.
I see the shot. It's got to be just a slight draw. Isn't it enough? If I do that, is a little less minimal, or is it? Should be.
Whew. It's got some draw on it, but is it enough?
Well, it's going to have a putt.
Not a fun putt, but a putt.
Yes.
Every putt is an adventure.
Well, I could say as an addition to that every day is an adventure. Every day when I wake up, I don't know what traumas are going to beset me.
You're looking at it optimistically, of course.
Yeah.
So what's oh look, have you done it again? No.
I wanted to.
Yeah. What's been going on over in the UK of note in the last week or two, Andy?
I would say that apart from the usual political rubbish, you know, in terms of one party is outraged at, you know, particularly trivial, and we want a full inquiry and we want answers and all this type of thing. But I think the big thing which is just sort of surfaces every so often is migration. And within the last few weeks, there was quite a high stat, which was the net migration was something like 750,000
Wow.
in the last year.
Yeah.
But so they've started toughening up the requirements for somebody to migrate to the UK. So that's caused a bit of a stink. But of course, the other thing, which is very much a headline thing, is the boat people, the illegal migrants, who actually, compared to the legal migration, is quite a relatively small total. But of course,
exactly the same thing here. That we've got people released from detention, massive kerfuffle over less than 100 people, while you've got 300,000-400,000 immigrants coming in net per year. So yeah, it's the same thing. It's all just grandstanding.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable, really. But,
That's all governments do now. They gaslight us about everything.
They do. Well, I, as soon as you started talking politics and then the normal nonsense or whatever term you used, I thought of the Mark Twain expression that he used, and he was around in the early 1800s, but the phrase he used was the ephemeral chatter of politics.
Yeah. It is, and I sort of I get to the evening news or whatever, and I very seldom watch it from start to finish, and of course it doesn't make for comfortable viewing the sort of stories coming out of Israel and Gaza and the West Bank. It's just such a mess, and I don't know. It's debilitating on the soul.
I was saying to Dave just a few days ago, and this has happened to me over the years, not just for this thing, but anytime a big conflict involving Israel, I cannot watch the news. I just have to swear off it for a while. But I haven't watched news now probably most of this year, to be honest. And I was a pretty regular watcher of our SBS news here, but
Even
Yeah.
it's gone off.
just sorry.
It's gone off as well, or just the subject matter.
I just stopped watching, but doubly so. Like I barely even I do catch the headlines on online newspapers like Guardian and what have you, but
Yeah.
I don't go much further than that. It's
It's just not worth it.
It's dreadful stuff, and like if it does that to us, imagine what it's doing to the people involved. You know,
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm, and I think even the online news as well. I'm starting to, well, it's been for a number of years, but I'm starting to disbelieve virtually virtually everything that is put in front of us. I'm thinking, is this really verified? Is this really true? Is this your slant on things? So I don't feel as though I'm getting that much in the way of impartial news these days.
You don't even trust the BBC?
No, I think the
Okay.
BBC have gone incredibly woke, for want of a better word, and yeah, what's the thing that they're always is BBC Verify, and they love stirring the pot, and anything that a politician says, well, I basically disbelieve everything that politicians say, so it's no surprise that BBC Verify says, oh no, this is wrong, but they're all at it. You know, and it's not just, you know, the right wing, it's the left wing people as well. So
Yeah. Well, it's a worry for democracy because to have a functioning democracy, same here and same in America and elsewhere, I guess you've got to have a informative and accurate press that is, you know, giving the story and allowing people to hold all the institutions and the politicians to account. But when we stop believing everything that, I mean, I really do think we're entering an era where democracy is at risk because people, you know, that people are now pretty openly denigrating the institutions of government.
With
and,
good reason.
You know, well, I mean, sometimes yes, but sometimes no. You know, to me, I think of a democracy, and I think, well, you know, if you've got a democracy and you've got institutions, and then you tear down the institutions, who is going to benefit most? And the ones that are going to benefit most, are the ones who benefit most without a democracy. So it's the people who have the power and the money who don't have to be accountable when you don't have a democracy.
Yeah.
So that's to me, that's the worry, that it's and I think all this distrust is being fueled by those forces of you know, kind of establishment forces in a way, powerful and moneyed up people who say, well, if I put in place enough denigration of these institutions, I'll be able to get away with loads of stuff, because people just don't trust those institutions that are there to ultimately support the common man, and woman.
Yeah.
But yeah, so to me, that's the worry. I think worldwide, I think we're just going into an era where democracy itself will be questioned. It won't be initially questioned, except in America, but once the institutions are pulled down a certain amount, I think democracy follows.
Yeah.
I think there's a groundswell of popular support, really sort of encouraged by social media. I think there's nothing better that people will, you know, join, you know, hold up a placard and a banner, whether or not, you know, they may well fundamentally believe this, but I think there's a lot of, oh yeah, let's I never thought about doing these things when I was, in my 20s, I was more concerned about um, who I was going to lay, how much booze I was going to drink, how much money I had, to buy the things I wanted to do. I wasn't, an activist in the slightest sense.
Yeah.
And I
And yet now, it sounds like you are a bit.
well, no, I'm a totally non-activist. I'm the other way. I'm just
Oh, okay, yeah.
sort of like creature comforts. I want
Yeah.
a car that works.
Yeah, yeah.
I,
Which
I've,
is, yeah. At the end of the day, that's what most people want. It's just they want to get on with their lives and not have to worry about the politicians.
My sister and I have a motto: to skate through life.
Skate through.
Skate through life.
Unscathed.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Just let it slide by.
Yeah.
Can't fix it. Can't do anything about it.
Yeah. Look,
why not skate?
I'm sure that even in countries where they've got the most horrible dictatorships, perhaps Brazilian-like, perhaps where we're watching at the moment, that there are plenty of people living perfectly good and happy lives as well. So sometimes, it's how much are you going to worry about this stuff? But I do think, with obviously, Trump is sort of the lead one, but there seems to be a worldwide trend towards tearing down these institutions. As I say, it's going to be, I think my kids will live in much more interesting times than I've lived in to that extent. That I think things are going to change.
And when you've got a storm where people have stopped believing in the institutions that report news and look and run the country, but then they believe Twitter and Instagram, you've got a real problem.
And echo chambers. Yeah. But it's like, I mean, so that conversation we had about fossil fuel, a week ago, and they just had. I still can't believe that they just had the latest climate summit in, what was it, Qatar or the UAE or somewhere, one of these fossil fuel countries that all they want to do is extend the life and longevity of the fossil fuel industry for as much as possible.
Which is why it was held there.
But I mean, they and Saudis and everyone no doubt have spent untold amounts of money to propagate that.
That whole damn thing was just performance art. It was just a waste of. I couldn't be bothered reading anything about it. It was just depressing.
Yeah. So, but anyway, we'll survive.
Harsh.
We'll survive.
Keep skating.
Yeah. Sorry, I sort of overtook your question there, Andy. But it's interesting that, I mean, the view you're getting, it sounds like quite similar to the view we're getting over here, which wages confirms it all.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose the difference is that in certain countries, the disregard for the institutions are not being replaced by people marching up and down, the street and every single sort of variety of causes. But in a lot of these third world countries, you're not getting that. You're just getting armed militias, armed to the bloody teeth.
Exactly.
And you've got Yemen there, which is now effectively blockading, traffic, or will do, through the Suez Canal.
Yeah.
So that is going to have a huge impact if.
Yeah.
So we've already had the Maersk line saying they're not going to send ships through. BP now announced they're not sending ships through.
Australia's been asked to send a warship there by the US.
So everything's just being thrown into a melting pot.
Yeah. Well, I think that's the thing, when people start tearing down institutions, they don't realise, they think, I'll tear that down and things will be better, but they don't sort of seem to realise that these institutions arose because of democracy, to make democracy happen, because before that, you just had the rich and powerful just setting their own rules and running the place accordingly, and
which we're working towards furiously now.
Then you had peasants. You only have to look at Charles Dickens' England. That's how things are when you don't have institutions and democracy. So 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 there's no surprise. You tear down the institutions. Of course, you're going to get militia groups after that, and of course, you're just going to get rich billionaires just saying, "I'm going to take over," and in whatever way. I don't know what else people expect, that people are going to join hands and sing Kumbaya and let's share everything with everyone, and it'll just happen spontaneously. It's like it's a nonsense if people think they can tear down an institution of democracy and get something better just by automatically.
Yeah, there was an interesting article about Elon Musk. In all of space, 50% of satellites now are SpaceX ones. His.
Yeah.
And when he made those comments on Twitter the other day, the anti-Semitic ones or whatever, that got him in trouble and advertisers left, right, and centre. They asked the US military spokesman, what are you going to do about the fact that this guy is saying all these things, and you're working with him, and he goes, well, we have to look at the practical side of things.
Exactly.
And we're not going to just pick on one individual comment or anything like that. In other words, they're just saying, well, we got no choice.
Yeah, well, pretty much. So I've got a story about his satellites. We were camping a couple of summers ago in the mountains of
Don't tell me you saw it.
Eastern. It was incredible. We were camped in the bush, like in the middle of nowhere in eastern Victoria, in the mountains, in the forest, and we're all sat around the campfire, and it's about 11 o'clock at night, and we look in the sky, and someone says, "What's that?" And there's this. It's like this bright white. It looked like a train in the sky that was just going across the sky, and we're going, "What on earth is that?" And I thought, this is a genuine UFO. I have no idea what this thing is. It was a train that was going across the sky, and it disappeared behind some trees, and we're all running and getting cameras, and we go, what? And I was expecting it to be in the news the next day, but I heard afterwards, when he launches satellites, they're in these linked up sort of segments, so there might be 12 together, and that's exactly what it was, the Starlink.
Wow. Yeah.
So we were seeing 12 satellites that had just been launched, just going across the sky before they broke up into their individual satellite orbits, rather. So, but it just looked astounding when you saw it. I thought, I've just never seen anything like that.
Yeah,
that's amazing.
Wow.
But obviously, it's going to be quite common from now on.
And what happened when you were beamed up?
Take me. No, it was.
Did you spray mist at them?
No. I just felt suddenly. I thought, this is crazy. What actually is going on? Had no idea what it was.
Oh, this shot is hateful. If I hit the 120, it's going to suck back into the water. And if I've got to chop a 146, this is not going to end well. That wasn't a panic.
Interesting approach shot.
Yeah, I really hate this shot. I think I'm going to just maybe draw it a little bit. Chop it. I've drawn it too much.
Oh my God! Oh.
That's
Did appear to try and get a little bit too cute with that one, Dave.
Yeah, perturbed is the word. Or is it Greece?
We're in the Amazon now.
Yeah, I know. It looks a lot like Thailand in the rainforest.
Jungle is jungle.
Well, that looks very good indeed. And it's going to spin back like. Ooh.
stop there.
That's what I was afraid of, but I think he's got away with it. But only just.
Ooh, this is
Yeah.
shot.
Really do with you coming back to me by 2 shots here, Dave. I'm not planting seed. I just sort of say it would be desirable. Otherwise, I'm kind of going through the motions a bit.
Well,
that looks very good as well.
I'll do my best not to cooperate.
Is it in the
This
hole?
looks great.
Oh, it didn't get any backspin.
Coming out of the rough, no chance.
I just thought when you said I hate this shot, I thought that's a recipe for dunking it in the water. And sure enough.
It was just everything about it was wrong for the clubs I've got. I left it in the wrong spot. Simple. No, this
No,
one.
it's- Well, Phil, if we have this conversation again in 2 years' time about
Yeah.
what happened today,
Yeah.
we will probably be into back end of the year of the UK new Labour government in whatever form it is. And the sad thing is, there's probably going to be the same issues that are supposedly at the top of everybody's sort of worries, with the NHS, immigration, inflation.
Nice parts. Oh.
So I've got a sinking feeling that, that Labour will end up finding that the being in government is not as easy as it was being in opposition, and we
Yeah.
still have the same problem.
Well, hopefully in a couple of years, inflation will be down everywhere a bit. Because we've had the inflation going.
That was a bloody good shot of yours, Dave. Oh, 6 shot. Oh, right. Could really do. If this goes in, this is a whole ball game. Different ball game. Oh.
Slipped at Andy's spirits accidentally.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, that water. You're right. I shouldn't have said I hate the shot, but I did hate the shot.
As soon as you said that, I thought that's not giving me good vibes. Ooh, that was good.
God, that was close.
Oh, wow.
I thought I was in there.
Yeah.
That would have really spiced things up.
Well, Dave's got this for a birdie. Put him equal lead. If not,
I could put in equal lead because you're dropping how many shots
through. And he's got to pick
okay.
up one if he sinks this.
Okay, well there you go. Marumbi view. Oh, they've just about got to the top of the escarpment.
Yep.
Oh, it's a lot of borrow.
Right. Oh, right.
And it's a bit of they've compressed that hole.
Oh, yeah.
So
Of
it
course.
makes it
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
not.
yeah.
Yep.
They should colour code it on gradient.
Mm.
Like they do in the bike races.
Well, just say what the gradient is.
Yeah.
Crap. Can't remember which way this broke. It's got to be broke there.
Gritted teeth. Gritted teeth.
Crikey, did you hit that hard?
And close something else. Oh.
Right.
Right, what have we got? 3 shots in it.
Right.
Yeah. Hopefully he goes off at the siding. Phew, just as well.
Let's see if there's more things.
Ooh. Or is that trainer on the siding too? Oh, there's a siding to a siding.
Christ, this is.
That generally implies there'd be a factory down there or something like that for deliveries.
It didn't look all that used.
No. That's why you think it's probably a factory. Notice this line is rusty and that one's shiny.
Yeah.
So that means normally
Yeah.
trains don't have to do this. Did you ever see a movie called The Quiet Place?
No.
A horror movie?
No.
It's absolutely fantastic.
I'm not into horror.
I think
They're a bit horrifying.
yeah, this one was.
I've never seen Friday the 13th, for example. And the thing about horror movies is that there's always someone doing something really stupid as well. Why are you walking into that room by like everyone splits up?
So, mate.
This one's different, but maybe I'll see if I can drag you into agreeing to just 5 minutes and see what you think. And have a safety word like "stop this stupid movie."
That's a one word, by the way. But,
Safety phrase.
Tippy toe, tippy toe.
How about just waiting for the first scream to happen? That should do it. That's just 7 wood. That's going to be too much, isn't it? No, no.
You're in deep.
It's okay, I can flop.
Dropped a few shots recently, Dave. I think that watching that train has affected your game. That's a good shot. Beautiful.
Yep,
Well
very
done.
nice.
Hanging in there.
Just gonna do one good one here. 36 feet, 7% power loss. I reckon just drift down the hill, I think. Here it comes.
It's
Oh,
running fast. You couldn't do anything about that, I don't think.
there's no real easy way to get it closer than that. Just got to memorise what it did. Which
Might
was,
be the first time you're going to give somebody a read tonight, Dave.
yeah, I've been pretty greedy, really. It's been
Uh-huh.
one take and no give. Maybe it's a bit of karma, Andy. And it's you I'm helping.
It is.
Oh, come on, hit the thing.
Yeah.
It's pretty weak.
So weak. Roger.
Nails it.
Straight.
You can't afford to look away in disgust if you miss. You've got to watch what
You
they
can't.
do.
It's a good discipline.
Yeah.
It's like the Oasis song. Don't look back in anger, I heard you say.
Huh? Or some drink to remember, some drink to forget.
15, 16, 17. No, I think the last 4 holes are pretty tough holes as well.
I think you're right. There's a great par 3 coming up.
Well, that's the first decent drive.
That's a good drive. That's a narrow fairway.
That's right. Oh, I'm not sure, Dave.
Oh, what? No, that's all right though.
Elevation's messed up according to that. Because remember, on the other side, we're at 900 metres before he started the descent.
Yeah.
And he's above that.
Yeah, but
on the
the
golf
graph's
ground.
gone. The graph keeps on going off the screen. Like it was 800, like there, and then it came down. I think.
No, I think it was at the top of the steep incline.
Yeah.
Or
Does
900.
seem like you're right.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've done disaster.
Wow. That's woody.
Wow.
You can still see the pin.
That is not good.
This is going to take some shot.
Where are you aiming?
Don't worry about the panic. Just having a look with F5 now. That bunker's got no depth to it. I reckon you could bang into that and still be on the green. Pretend that bunker isn't there. 7 wood.
That looked pretty good.
Good line.
Oof. That's pretty well done.
Yep, excellent, really.
Didn't even have to. Oh, look. Oh, soldier?
They did look like they were in military or uniform.
Mm.
Drug runners.
20% power loss. Come on.
Yeah, welcome to my world.
Oh,
I think you kind of know know things aren't right when he's gripping right at the bottom. Oh, that's. Oh, I thought you were going to get
A run.
Yeah.
bounce.
Well, this is box seat for Andy. If you can
Well, if
sneak one in close here.
that's
The pressure on.
can't do that.
Well, you'll be edging within striking range. It's a good line.
It looks pretty good.
It does look good. Is good.
Yeah.
oh.
Oh,
Nice shot.
shot, Andy.
Okay.
It's an O, baby.
I think it's on.
It is on. It's on like Donkey Kong, as they say.
65.
You're playing this game a bit like Tottenham Hotspur Day.
I don't know what that means.
So it means that they're renowned for carelessly throwing away victories.
Oh. Well, I haven't done that yet. Give you a chance.
I that counts as a swinging endorsement for your leading capabilities.
He's been transfixed by this Brazilian trainer here.
I've got one supporter in the super box, and he's gaslighting me.
Well, I've just I've heard stories of Paul McKendry and how well that was received, and so
You watch, he's going to bloody chip this in now. This is, I've seen enough of these to not discount anything happening.
ooh, not far off, but it's run on.
Yeah, it's a straight putt back.
That's no gimme.
problem. Yeah, it is a gimme. It's dead straight. It went both ways. I'll just hit it straight or go in. Oh, bloody hubris. Oh wow, this is huge. Suddenly there's only one between the three of us.
That is unbelievable. With three to play, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
You're up, Dave.
No, just a nice calming breath.
Right.
Just
Okay, yeah, just to make sure.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Don't want to overreact to anything.
Untoward.
Tony, could you get me a can of nerve juice?
I need the baton before I get it.
This is a long par 4.
It is. think I've done enough to please be on the green fairway.
Because if you miss the fairway here, you almost certainly can't make it.
It's on the top shelf.
Top shelf bid.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
While you're at it, get out the absinthe as well. I think your man needs something.
Stay on. Oh, phew.
Perfect line.
Yeah, it is a good line in. I'm not going to mess with that. Right. I just needed a nice, calm, straight shot.
Oh no.
Oh, it went right.
No! No! You idiot.
Oh no!
Snatched defeat from the jaws of victory.
Oh, Jesus. I said that crack about Tottenham to get you back in the game.
Well, it hasn't worked.
I know. My God. What's going on?
What am I going to do?
Well, all I can say is I was well out of it, and not that many holes ago. I was 6 behind.
Not a very big gap. But it is a gap, isn't it?
It's a shot. Use your double negative from a few moments ago. It's not a shot without risk.
Let me just do an F5. What happens? Yeah, what if I go here? And just, they're short trees.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. I do like that. Okay, so what I've got to do is 5 iron. Like that.
You do appear to be thinking now, so.
Yeah,
Whereas
Davies.
before you were heading for a 10.
Yeah. Yeah, no, this gets me on in 4, and I'll get a bogey, and it's not a
Move on.
disaster.
Yeah, it's not a game ender.
No. I'm still 195 out.
Can you get the elevation over the train?
I'm barreling downhill like this train's about.
Oh, I love that line.
Yeah, looks pretty good.
Gorgeous, Andy.
Oh, look at this.
You're coming good at the right time.
Oh my God, the pressure's on.
Yep. Magnificent.
Sure is.
But it's going to be such an interesting scorecard to look at. Oh, talk about reversal of fortune. Need a slight fade there, but it's still bit unlucky.
Oh boy, this is some shot.
Bit of a hook.
Can't see walk from there. It's the wrong angle. It's got to be a flopped 195. And is it a full 183?
This could be the greatest shot ever played in golf.
Yeah, I think it's the full 183. Here we go.
Whew.
It's a nice effort.
Yeah, pretty good.
Yeah, you're on in 3.
That's not too bad. How can you be on in 3 when you got?
No, I'm on in a 4.
Oh, man. This is horrible.
Andy's in the box seat here. Dave's got a horrible shot. I've got a horrible shot.
Fuck. 51.
must have good Wi-Fi. No, I mean in the Brazilian.
No. It's glowing red.
Mm.
That could have affected some of my shots.
Really? Ah. You need a battery. Oh, you need to plug it in.
Battery's got
Okay.
Right.
Oh, back in town.
Yeah, I'm back in town. It really does look like it goes that way to me. Yeah, it has to. It has to. Yeah, 8.
Better go in. Better go in. Better go in.
What a part!
What a part! What a bloody turn up for the books that shot was.
Oh.
Did you just get par there?
No.
But still.
No. Yeah, that was a turnaround. You were in all sorts after that first shot.
Yeah, when you were looking for that gap, I thought you can't win the thing today, but you can certainly lose it with the shot that you.
Thank God sanity prevailed and I kept looking.
The double negative prevailed.
You can't beat the positiveness of a double negative.
Okay. Well, I know it's only 11 feet, but it's 3 inches downhill, and this is a putt that's going to just get away from me very, very quickly. So I hate to do this, but I'm just going to lag it. If I'm 2 foot short, I'll be quite happy. Mind you, how many times have we said, you lag it and still belted? Oh, right. It's a little bit right to left. A little bit. Or is it? Oh my God, what is it doing? I'm now starting to think it's almost dead straight. Just concentrate on the pace. Pace is all. Oh Christ!
Oh, that's a slide, right? Jesus.
Wow.
And it just broke slightly right.
It was still a good call to lag it, Andy.
Yeah, very good.
But imagine if you 3-putted.
Okay.
Well, we're all 2 over.
You couldn't have scripted this. No one would believe it.
So it was an isosceles triangle, 3 to 3 behind, and now it's all squared up with 2 to play.
Ooh. And I just think that ridiculous putt just to be in it.
Yeah. That's a few pretty good shots. Your approach was pretty good as well.
Mm.
Oh, I missed the fairway.
Oh, that makes it tough.
This is a difficult par 4. Oh no.
Well, as Herman and his hermits would have said many years ago, there's a kind of hush. All
Wow.
Indeed.
Head on, Kenny.
Yeah.
If I can get this on the fairway now, suddenly I'm. Oh, it's just a reflection of sunlight or something. I've done what Dave did. We've all mucked it up.
it's brutal driving hole.
Well, at least you've got a shot. I've got nothing.
Yeah. I've probably got. Yeah, that's tricky.
Played on the left.
He's going to do a super fade. Not his favourite shot.
I'm just going to take my medicine, I guess.
Mm.
Whoa.
Oh,
Oh,
cut
that
that
was-
free tie.
Yeah, that's pretty decent for that.
That's amazing. Flop range or pitch?
Do your pitch.
All right, 196. 30% power loss with a 5 iron. 17% with a 5 wood. That can't make it. This would be 25% for the 3. 26. Jesus. I got no choice. Just got to go for it. Yeah. Maximise that. Got a bit of winds to help. Yes. Happy.
It's good.
Needs a bounce. That's good enough.
Yep, it's within flop range.
All right.
Wow.
Fence.
Electric fence.
Mm.
Drugs on the other side of that for sure.
Or cows.
It was high.
Yeah, true. High cows. Maybe both.
Giant cows.
Yeah. Drugs and cows.
Cocaine cows.
Yeah, high cows. That's what I was saying.
It'll be a putt.
Ooh. Oh, gee,
Oh
that
my
was-
god. It'll be a putt, but what a horror.
Maybe not the one you wanted.
42 feet.
That was a bit unlucky.
Wagga putts on this course are not easy.
Let's get to the cliff.
Uh-oh.
Next time we'll do a Thailand train.
Mm. Mm. Won't be that dissimilar to this, but more villages, I suspect.
Oh, 67. Flattish. There. Oh no.
Okay. Interesting.
There's been a couple of chokes.
Okay, right. Let's just get your ass into gear.
Yeah. One good putt here.
On hearts.
Another ton.
There's no way that was 11.37.
No, I was thinking that myself. Was it 11 and then 37 meters?
Oh, tunnel number 1137. Yeah, that seems right.
There.
It's good length. Few clutch butts coming up.
Yeah. Wow, look at that.
Mm.
Fantastic.
What's on the side of it? Mountain.
Tell you what is going to be interesting, whatever happens, is the stats, whether the stats are going to reflect the closeness.
Funnel 10. Oh, that's a really good try.
And gave Andy a read as well. Okay, so he went that way, and it went. Did it go that way? Oh, Jesus Christ.
That was really close. I didn't think you ever had a prayer halfway, but it really straightened up.
Yeah.
Well, I'm looking at this and I can't see any movement at all.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Just tiny.
Yes.
Mm.
Well done, Andy. We've got a leader. A leader on the 18th.
Mm.
Well, this has been one of the biggest comebacks. You were 6 behind.
I was dead and buried.
Yeah.
In fact, there was a point where if Dave hadn't done what he did, that it was double busted was looming.
Mind you, what I will say, Andy, is that your comeback has consisted of moving from +3 to +2.
Yeah.
It's been the field that's fallen back.
We've charged backwards.
Mm.
Well, I've done the first bit of the puzzle on this hole.
Yeah. Yep.
Sure have.
Yep. That's it.
What a great last hole.
Mm.
What a difficult last shot. That drive is, for the approaches. Wow.
It's a par 5. There's plenty of opportunity for things to go right or things to go wrong.
There's eagles here for the taking.
Mm.
But they're not easy ones.
No.
Good drive as well.
Thank you.
Mm.
No pressure on this. Gonna mess with.
Should be okay.
Yeah, that'll work.
It's fine. Mm. You're doing the oils on that one.
Next.
.206 carry.
So, okay. Stopped at that monument.
Might be dropping someone off or picking someone up.
Mm.
Imagine the size of the spiders in there.
Or the snakes.
He's got a pass.
Safely on the dance floor.
Is he?
I think I'd rather be off.
Yeah, probably. Okay, what do you think? Oh, God. That just has to be the 7 wood. But we're going to draw it in, Andy. We're going to super hook it. Not a full super hook, just a partial one.
Oh, it's a beautiful line. It's a beautiful line. As
Oh,
it
it's a
come up.
ripper. That's a fucking
Oh.
beauty.
It just made it. It just made it. Oh my god.
Oh, wow.
That made it by the skin, just about. That was almost a
That's a shot of the day for me.
great shot. And
Tight.
it gives a chance.
Yep.
So this is for Eagle.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Now, given the fact that I'm where I am, not easy.
47. 7 up 18.
Oh,
Oh.
nice. Whoa, Jesus, just ran on.
Well, whatever I do, I've got to get it. Oh, it's not too bad, I don't think. It's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be more heavily sloped left to right, but it's actually not that bad. It's, 6. I've got to get it inside you, otherwise, Dave, I'm giving you a free look at it. 13.
No.
43.
Right idea. Gee, I tell you what. Did that skirting the green, did that take the pace off?
Did.
Just the edge.
Okay. 1 0. Shit. Oh, I've canned it.
Oh, it's a good shot.
Wow, I was never going to miss, Andy. What a shot. What a putt.
Oh,
Gutsy stuff.
Very.
oh yes.
Wow. How did that hang on?
Oy.
Oh, my God. It looks left to right. It's got to be a little bit left to right based on what their two putts did, I think. It has to be. Because their two can't go, one can't go straight if their two went straight. It's not logical. I've got to give this 2 inches outside left edge. 1 inch.
Beautiful.
Yes.
Oh,
Wow.
Wow.
That's an incredible finish.
Wow.
That is an incredible finish.
That is
God,
some,
you just butchered that back 9 though, but you came good at the last.
that is some drama. Wow.
You eagled the last to recover that. You went bogey, 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 double bogey, 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 bogey.
One of the most pitiful back nines, Dave, I've ever seen.
That's what I'm saying.
Thank you.
Just being so careless.
I wasn't careless.
It looked like it. It looked like
It felt like you were very distracted, Dave.
yeah,
I wasn't.
the train. It was.
Maybe it
It was mesmerising.
No more trains.
Really.
wow,
Wow.
indeed.
Well, the front nine, yeah, 34, 39. And with an eagle on the last.
Yeah, you were.
Could have been a 34, 41.
Yeah.